Good morning. I slept like shit. Oh, and I've got to go do a 10k run because I promised my friend that I would go and do a 10k run with him. Pray for me. But how bad can it be when you can literally see the sea from your front window? There could be worse places to have a bad night's sleep in. Good morning, Dubai. Let's go on a run. Let's get it over with. It'll make me feel better. It'll make me feel energized. Or it'll make me feel worse. There's only one way to find out. Also, I have been blindsided by the Airbnb hosts of this apartment because on the Airbnb website, they told me that they had an espresso machine. And what do I have? Nescafe sachets. Does this look like an espresso machine to you? Because it doesn't look like it to me. Okay, I think the coffee is starting to kick in and help with the energy levels. But just to make sure, malt loaf must be consumed before a run. It's the law. Let's go. Done. And now it's time to shower and eat. Okay, breakfast time. I am very good at what I do. I'm very good at setting goals and sticking to them, setting targets and sticking to them. One thing I draw the line at is bringing my weighing scales with me abroad. I will never be that person. I just can't do it. I can't do it to myself. And, you know, with respect to the people who do it, I really hope you're part of the bodybuilding community, because if not, I do feel like life is a bit too short. Unless you're going away for a significant period of time, in which case I get it more so. If it's, you know, 2+ weeks away, I do get it. But if it's like a week, 5 days, life's too short. Eyeball it, guesstimate it. So for example, I'm having some yogurt, blueberries, and I might have a piece of toast as well. So I'm not that hungry at the moment, so I might just hold off and have the yogurt and blueberries for now. And this tub has 360 grams in it, so I'm just gonna eyeball about half of it to aim for roughly 200 grams or just slightly shy or slightly more. And just use that as my weighing substitute, because I know at home I generally have 200 grams of Greek yogurt most days for my morning breakfast, so I've tried to keep that as similar as possible. I've got some fresh fruit, I've got some blueberries, I've got some watermelon in the fridge, which looks really yum. So I'm gonna have that, eat that, and maybe have some toast later on if I feel like it, slash if I'm hungry enough, or I might just hold off until lunch, because it's 10:30 now. So I'm gonna eat this, get cracking with some client programs. I've just done a couple of pieces of content that I've just filmed. I did a get ready with me bullshit edition, calling out people's bullshit, which I really enjoyed. And I'm gonna do, and I did another piece of content earlier as well. So, been a productive morning, 5k or 5.5k. A couple of pieces of content filmed, still awake, still relatively alert. So that's always a bonus after 2 shit nights sleep on the trot. And then, yeah, I'm gonna eat this, get into some client programming for the afternoon. Sorry, for the morning. And then I'm gonna head off to the mall, Dubai Marina Mall, which is like a 10-minute walk from my apartment, and buy some sunnies, because I don't have any sunnies and could really do with some. And buy some closed-toe shoes for, we're heading to the Burj Khalifa tomorrow for afternoon tea. And the only shoes I brought with me are sandals, trainers, and sandals, Converse, and running trainers. You're not allowed to wear trainers, and you're not allowed to wear open-toe shoes. So I need to go and buy some closed-toe nice shoes for the Burj tomorrow, and just have a mooch around the mall, because it's an overwhelming mall. It's fucking huge. There's so much. There are so many shops there. It's not even the biggest mall in Dubai, but it's huge. So I might just go and have a little mooch and browse around there. Maybe get some lunch out, or maybe come back and have some lunch here, because I've got loads of eggs, I've got some breads, some turkey bacon that I had last night. So we'll see how I'm feeling. And then I'm meeting a friend for dinner later, which will be lovely. So yeah, come with me for a day in Dubai. Not a bad spot to stop for lunch, to be honest. Could do worse. Could do much worse. Good morning. Well, I just had the best sleep of my entire life. I don't think I spoke to you yesterday after lunch, maybe, because my energy levels were just going rapidly downhill. I was really starting to struggle off the back of 2 very bad nights sleep. But I went to meet my friend Lily for dinner last night, which was so lovely and so needed. It really perked me up again. As I left the flat to go and meet her, I was feeling really like 2% energy, but she really perked me up, which was so nice. And then yesterday I thought, right, I'm literally not taking any chances with my sleep tonight. I need to have a good night's sleep if I'm going to survive the rest of the week here. So I bought some sleep gummies, which I've never tried before. I've never tried any type of melatonin in my life. No tablets, no gummies, no nothing. I took 2 of those. I was gone, out for the count. Waking up this morning was so hard because I was in such a slumber. Oh, it was the best. Oh, and my skin, I've woken up and my skin is so much better. I bought the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast Balm, I think it is, because I've seen so many people rave about it online, and I got influenced essentially because everybody was saying it really helps to protect and heal the skin barrier. And you put it on overnight, and I've literally used it for 2 days, and I mean, I know it doesn't look great, but my skin is so much better. I nearly cried when I looked in the mirror this morning. I mean, I nearly cried when I opened my phone and I looked at the messages that people had commented on the video that I posted last night about my skin. I basically posted a video saying my skin's been holding me back from doing any real video content on Instagram because I've been so self-conscious, like quite cripplingly so. And I just wanted to sort of identify it, acknowledge it, and be able to move on with it. And I wasn't even, hopefully it didn't come across as a sob story video, because that wasn't my intention. My intention was calling myself out for being a hypocrite, because, you know, I chat to clients and to people online about not letting their insecurities hold them back and doing something about their insecurities and, you know, getting on with life despite them. And I was doing exactly the opposite of that. So it was just calling myself out. But I have had so many beautiful messages from people telling me about their skin issues, telling me how little they've noticed my skin issues, you know, just sending so much support and love and care, and it made me really emotional. So I had to put my phone down and kept cracking with group coaching check-ins, which is what I've been doing so far this morning. But I'm gonna have a break, grab myself a coffee and some water, and then get through the rest of these, hopefully without yawning so much. They're melatonin gummies, my god, best purchase ever. And then today is the first day of the weekend with my mentors, the whole reason I'm out here. This is day 1. So we're
our first activity has nothing to do with work whatsoever. We're heading to the Burj Khalifa for afternoon tea, which we did last year. When I came out last year, we did it as well. So I'm very excited about that. And then we come back and work for the afternoon, and then do a bit of socialising in the evening. So I'm A, so fucking glad I got a good night's sleep. B, grateful I've got a couple of hours this morning to get through these coaching check-ins, group coaching check-ins, so that they're done for the day and I can just be present in the moment with the group later. Let's get on with it. Accelerate check-ins are done. And I even have time to fit in a quick gym session, which I wasn't anticipating. So very proud of myself for getting through those so efficiently. Because I'm excited to move my body a little bit before we get on with the rest of the day. There are people in here, but there is no music. It's very eerie. Hotel or apartment gyms is always such an experience. I don't think I've ever been to a hotel gym or an apartment gym that the kit all makes sense. It's all very simple to use and easy to use. I've never been to a really well-equipped apartment or hotel gym before. But we got something done. We got 45 minutes of movement in, better than nothing. Got a bit of a pump, as cringe as that word is, and feel better for it. So I'm happy nonetheless. So now I'm gonna get changed, get ready, and got about an hour before I've got to leave to head to meet everybody. So time to shower, get ready, and get on with the rest of the day. Okay, outfit check. I'm trying to angle the camera so you can't see the mess over in this area, but you know what, fuck it, I don't care. Outfit check we have to arrive ready for the Burj Khalifa, ready for afternoon tea. So this is the fit. There aren't many rules for females going to the Burj Khalifa, but there are loads of rules for men. So no shorts, no flip-flops, no sandals, no jeans. But women, it's kind of just look nice. You probably can't rock up in jeans and flip-flops as a woman, but yeah, they're nowhere near as strict for women. But anyway, I'm gonna, I haven't got my shoes. Ballet flats are back in fashion, aren't they? Not that I give much of a shit about fashion trends and stuff, but yeah, I really like them. So this, although now I've put them on, I'm very, very glad and grateful to my past self for packing blister plasters because I feel like they're gonna rub. But anyway, this is the fit. I feel like I look quite nice. My skin is the best it's been for a long time. I've got some makeup on. I don't have to wear hundreds of layers on top of this to keep warm because it's 23 degrees outside at the moment. And I'm heading off for a day with my mentors, afternoon tea at the Burj. I'm in a pretty fucking good place, both geographically and mentally. Right, let's have some quick breakfast. I'm just gonna have some yogurt and fruit to line my stomach because we're not eating till about 1 o'clock. So yogurt and blueberries to tide me over until then. Gonna grab a coffee when I meet them later. And let's get on with the day. definitely worse views to have from the toilet. So we're going egg, burrata, cucumber, salmon and caviar, baby, chicken something or other, and then prawn and caviar. It's my first time trying caviar, I think. I don't think I've ever tried caviar.
I was like, I've never tried it and I just don't think I can.
It is literally just fish eggs, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think you're going to really notice it.
Yum!
Yeah, but I still... I really should.
Okay, fun stuff done. Now it's on to the actual learning part of the day. So just got changed out of my fancier-ish outfit into some slightly comfier clothing and heading to the... Of course I'm fucking stupid saying this. Heading to the penthouse suite that they have hired out for the weekend for us to have the workshops in. So heading there now to learn some stuff.
So all I saw was the Ferris wheel, but also I swear that, well, that doesn't make sense. The sun wouldn't have been in a different place, would it? It always reminds me.
Chug, chug, chug. Hydrate before you caffeinate, people. Good morning from Dubai. She's still a little bit dark at the moment. It's getting lighter, but it is currently just gone to 7 o'clock. I woke up naturally this morning. We're getting somewhere, people, with this whole jet lag thing. 4 days in. Better late than never. I feel like I've had a good sleep again. I relied on the melatonin gummies again. I think that was a bit of a necessity. I'm getting ready for the day. We've got an earlier start today. We start at 9:30. I think I spoke you through the day yesterday, actually. We start at 9:30 today, workshops all morning and into the early afternoon, and then we're going on a yacht. Because it is Saturday after all. You can only do so much work on a Saturday before you have to do some fun to offset the work. So we're going on a yacht, and then I'm going to head out on a walk, on a long old walk this morning, and maybe camp up and get some breakfast somewhere before I then head to the villa that they're doing the workshops in. Yeah, last night was a lot of fun. The workshops were very intense information, but I really enjoyed it. And then we had a bit of social time, and we all got quite an early night, to be honest, because I think we were all pretty knackered from the day. I definitely was. Yeah, excited for today. I'm not going to pretend this isn't really fucking cool. I'm not going to dumb this down. This is pretty unreal. Yeah, pretty mental. Feeling very lucky right now to have this ridiculous experience. sorry. I've been a terrible vlogger for the last day or day and a half. I feel like yesterday I didn't actually capture much like valuable content. It was just showing you around the boat basically, and then showing you that we went to the Cheesecake Factory. But it was a busy day, it was a long day, lots of like talking and socialising, and I didn't really want to be getting my camera out and talking to the camera when I was chatting to all of the coaches here that are part of the event. And as you can hear from my voice, I chatted a lot, and when we were on the boat, the music was quite loud, so we were having to talk quite loud, so my voice isn't great today. But we've got a later start this morning, which I am so fucking grateful for. It's just about to turn 8 o'clock now. I've just got out of bed and ready to go to the gym just to do a bit of cardio. I don't think I'll be able to manage anything more intense than that because I am absolutely fucking exhausted, lads. I'm really exhausted in the best way. Like, it's been an amazing weekend so far, but I'm knackered. But hopefully a bit of cardio will sort me out, and then I'll come back and do a couple of hours work before we go to the villa for today's work. And then I think we're going to a beach club later it's a Sunday afternoon, so you know, we're not getting on it. It's just a case of like some nice food, nice location, that sort of vibe. But yeah, let's go to the gym and move this body.
Some coffee and some breakfast, and I feel a little bit more alert. I'm ready to take on the day, so I'm just going to head to a coffee shop that's down by the beach, down by JBR and near the villa, to do a couple of hours of laptop work before we then get stuck into the rest of the day, because I've got some content editing that I need to do, some prep work for some adjustments we're making to our 4-week free coaching template. But I will leave the link to that down in the description box if you wanted to grab it for yourself. 4 weeks free coaching template with myself and Kath, talking you through how to make the most impact on your fat loss goals in the space of 4 weeks. Totally free to use. So yeah, just use the link in my bio to grab that. And we're gonna get on with the rest of the day.
You wanna check some activities, special offers, with prices?
It just started raining, like spitting, but rain nonetheless, coming from the sky in Dubai. Surely there's some sort of like automatic refund that kicks in this situation. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Sun's back. Cool. That was a close call for a second.
Well, yeah, they went overboard.
So we were taking the piss about backwards, so we went.
How many eggs was it again that you bought?
60.
It just chucked it down. I am damp and unimpressed. What a way to end the trip, with a downpour in Dubai. Ah well, we had a good run. Okay, day is over. The trip, well, the business, the reason I'm here, the business event is done, and it was fucking fantastic. It was so incredible to spend 3 days surrounded by people in my industry who are doing incredible things and providing incredible service and getting incredible results for their clients, and to be surrounded by that energy and to learn from these people and to talk to these people is always such a treat, and I'm always really grateful for it. I'm grateful for the conversations that I get to have with these people, how I can learn from them, especially people that I admire and I gain inspiration from and I look up to, hearing the things that they struggle with and their downfalls in their business that I consider myself relatively good at, and you know, vice versa. It's really nice to have those quite fluid conversations, and the transparency that you get from those conversations that you wouldn't be able to get from just ingesting their content from online or talking to them via message.
So yeah, it's been an amazing trip, and I'm here for another day and a half, so I leave on Tuesday, mainly because I didn't want it to mess with my one-to-one client check-in days. So I've got a full day of client check-ins tomorrow, half day of client check-ins on Tuesday, and then I fly home. So I'm not going to bother filming any more of the trip because it's kind of just very similar content to what you're used to seeing. So I'm going to round it off here, say thanks for watching. I'm afraid there will be no more Dubai-based content after this, so back to normal classic Edinburgh vibes from here on out. But drop me a follow if you have enjoyed what you've seen so far. Drop this a like if you liked, and I will see you in the next one.